Hey, hello, and thanks so much for stopping by. Today I was cleaning out the refrigerator and I got a lot of little bits of this and little bits of that. And you know how that goes. So you try to figure out what am I going to do with all these little bits of this and that to keep from wasting it. So I decided to take my little bits of this and that and make tomato Alfredo. So come on in and join me. Okay, so here I have a few shrimp. I have some linguine. These weren't in the refrigerator, but it's about a half a box. I have some American cheese, or you can use Velveeta if you decide to make this dish. I have some Reggiano Parmigiano. I think that's how you pronounce it. But it's a kind of potent and strong cheese, but it's good. I have a little bit of Parmesan. I have some cheddar. A little bit of force-steak cheddar. I have a little bit of mozzarella and cheddar. I have some Philadelphia cream cheese. A little bit of that. I have some heavy whipping cream. I have some Gouda cheese. Some garlic. And I have some tomato bouillon. They have all different brands of this. Let's make our sauce. Oh, and our butter. We can't forget our butter. We're adding in some butter. I'm not measuring. I just, taste. You know how I do it. A little bit more. We're going to melt that down. Okay, that's melted. Don't have your heat up too high either. I'm going to add in some cream cheese. Going to do the same with that. We're going to melt it. Okay, that has melted, and I'm using my whip. We're going to add in some whipping cream. I'm going to mix that. Adding in some more cream cheese. I tasted it and I don't really taste that flavor. So we're going to add that in. And again, we're going to let that melt. Some more. I was trying to use it all. I guess I'll use the rest for a bagel. In the AM. Sorry. So that has melted. And I'm just going to grate some garlic. You don't need a whole lot because I'm also going to use some garlic powder. But you'll taste and see. A little shaky shake of garlic powder. Taste that. Yeah, that's about right, I guess. We'll see when we add our other ingredients and some Parmesan. Some Parmesan. I always call it John. It's Parmesan. And some Parmigiano Reggiano. This is really strong, so I'm not going to add a whole lot of that. I have my Gouda. I'm going to grate some of that in there. That should do it. And some American cheese. Yeah, we need that. And this is kind of soft, so it doesn't grate as well. But I'm going to do the best I can do with this. You can just throw it in, actually, and it's going to melt. That's how soft it is. See? That's the difference in that American cheese and flavor, of course. Get on in there. And so I have a little bit of mozzarella and cheddar. See? And throw that in there. It's just a little bit. And some four-state cheddar. I have a little bit of that also. And throw that on in there. I don't want to have it up too high because you don't want the cheese to burn. You just want it to melt. And I also have some medium cheddar. And that's about enough of that. So we're going to melt that down. I know you can run out to the store and get this, but you know, if you have it at home, why not do it at home? And you know what's in there. You know what you're eating, for the most part. So I'm going to melt that down. Okay, that's melted down. And you just want it to coat your finger. That's how you want it. And I have the tomato bouillon. I'm just going to break that off and put it in, and we're going to melt it down little at a time until it's the way you want it to taste. Because it's a bouillon, remember, so it is salty. We're just going to melt that down and taste. I meant dissolve it, but I'm going to add a little pinch more. And let that dissolve. That tastes perfect to me. Now I'm going to add in some parsley, dried parsley. If you have fresh parsley, of course, use that. But if not, the dried parsley always works well. The fresh parsley gives off a little more flavor, though. Let me add a little bit more. And I'm going to take this off of the eye. That's what I call it. Cover it up and put it on the lowest setting. And now we're going to do our shrimp. Okay, I'm going to clean my shrimp. And if you haven't noticed, over there, that I am fond of little gadgets. If you see me cooking and stuff, you see that I have all kind of little this and that. So we're going to try this. I'm going to show you how it works. Because I want to touch these with these little legs and stuff as little as possible. And I'm just going to, let me find you. Gross, I don't want this on the floor. But anyway, you just kind of go in like this. Make sure I got it in there. Go in like this. Just follow your way around. If you want the tail to stay on, then don't go all the way. If you do, it's thundering and lightning outside. Such weird weather is going on. I just wanted you to see, and then I'm going to finish them up. But see, it breaks the shell, and it cleans the stuff out at the same time. That's what it did. See? So I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Tear these off. Little legs, terrible. Ta-da! And it's clean, see? Of course we're going to wash them out. I'm going to finish those. Okay, I'm adding in my fettuccine, and I like, linguine. I like linguine better because they're not as thick as fettuccine. But anyway, I'm going to put them in, and I'm going to let them cook for 9 minutes. And I like to set my timer in case I get busy doing something else so that I won't forget. Kind of shake them loose so they don't stick together. Have you ever had that happen? Hate that. Forgot to stir them and loosen them up, and then you went to use them and they were stuck together. No, just add a little saltier water. Don't add oil. Oil makes them incapable of absorbing whatever the sauce is that you'll be adding to them if you're adding sauce. But it's just not a good thing to add oil. Meanwhile, on the other side of the stove, I'm going to add in the shrimp. And I have some butter and some oil in this pan. I'm going to add a little bit of salt, not much, and some garlic powder. You can add some garlic if you want, but I'm just going to save some time. Use some garlic powder. We're going to let those cook up. I cooked these about 4.5 minutes or so because they were pretty big. And I'm going to remove them. Okay, we're going to add our fettuccine. Some more. And some tomato Alfredo, just some. And I have some cheese left. Add it to the top. I'm going to add our shrimp. Cool. And we're going to add, come on up here. A sprinky dink of parsley. And there you have it. Tomato Alfredo. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. I had a ball. I hope you did too. And remember to pray. Then pray some more. Pray for her, pray for him, pray for you, pray for them, pray for us. Don't stop praying. Hey, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share, and comment. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, eat well and be well. That's it and that's all. Later.